Hello everybody, this is Bison Crumbs, and welcome back to my channel. Today on the channel we are budgeting the first paycheck of July. This will be one of two for the month, and we're already starting off a little bit behind, but that is okay because we will see where it will be going from here. In the last video I managed to catch up with the current month, and this is a little bit more of the catch up just because it took me a while to edit the last one. But in the next video, I will finally be doing the elimination of a lot of these categories to make this more streamlined and easy to read, but also because a lot of these categories have now become defunct. And for the ones that haven't, they can be combined or other such things. But with all that said, this should be a pretty short video and we will see where it goes. If you've been following my channel, this is my journey just to catch up and get ahead of all my budgeting needs because for a long time I have just been watching this money go different places at different times, and I want to get ahead of actually knowing where all this money should be going and planning for the future in general. As I mentioned in the last video, I will also be moving here pretty soon. We're thinking in August, and that'll change a lot of these numbers. But the important thing is that we are looking ahead and planning ahead for all these changes in general. So with all that said, let's jump right into this video. For my first paycheck of the month, I managed to get $785.94. We did pay the rent of the month, so that was $448. Then internet was $36. And electricity was half this because my wife will be paying me the other half this upcoming week when we pay the home gas as well. So divided by 2, that's only $28.18 into there. Dooney and the wife, I already put 25 cents towards this, but I did scrounge up some money to manage to pay my wife. It wasn't on time since it should have been last month, and I need another 170 for this month. But I scrounged up at least the dollar amount so that my wife could get paid. She is only working part-time right now, so I am kind of the more stable income in the relationship. So with that being said, she did need the money, so I did forward her that money that I owed her anyways. It's been a little bit of a struggle to manage the money this month for sure, especially last month as well. Hulu and Disney Plus, I'm still paying that $21.39. That might have to be looked at coming up here. I do have to cancel Marvel Unlimited. That's Marvel Unlimited. Before I get charged that again. I'm trying to keep my subscriptions down. For babysitting, well, for dog sitting for my parents, we skipped the $35 for the phone bill that I usually need. So that's a good one for that. I will still need to pay my parents for my car this month. All the yearly stuff can be skipped for now, insurance skipped, because this is all just getting ahead on things. I haven't bought gas yet, so that's doing pretty good. I'm starting to run a little low. I usually spend over $100 on that, so it's probably coming up here. I do have some running around to do here soon, so we'll see how far that goes. But for groceries, we've only spent $6.97. Casual fast food, we spent $21.70. I guess not we, that's just for me. Food for two, though, is where we kind of go over budget already. Sadly, we spend quite a bit going out, but we do have groceries for a little bit, and we are trying to use those, so we're lowering that amount here. All this is just getting ahead. I don't have to touch my Roth this time. Oh, this is the $70 for... I've decided to make to the next month be this emergency fund. So it should only be off $5, which it is not. So it's at 177. It's off by another 5. Now why would that be? Actually, I can't do math, so we're gonna do it like this, where it's gonna be 183.27, which is the total, minus the $5 that's stuck in untouchable, and then minus the 102.67 that's already in there. There we go. That evens that account out. I did deposit an extra $20 from my wallet, so I might take that back out, but we'll see on that. I also need some walking cash for a concert I'm going up to soon. I don't know if I'll buy anything, but if I do see something that catches my eye. Xbox Live, my subscription was up, so I had to spend $57. And then Extra Love was $23.44. So that's another account I have to watch. All this is being skipped just because I don't need to get ahead of it right now. Wife payback was $31. One of my friends just had a funeral for his grandfather. So my wife was pretty on top of it and bought flowers that were delivered the same day to the funeral home. There was a little bit of miscommunication. My mom didn't tell us that it was actually the following Monday instead of the day that she informed us. So it was a little bit of a rush, and that's why it's a little bit more. But the flowers made it to the funeral, and they lasted through the weekend, and they were very appreciative. So, and then my brother actually managed to pay me back for his half of Mother's Day and Father's Day. And then interest and fees is the $295 so far. Thinking about, this is the penny pinching, 8.39. I've been saving up causes for like charity. I've been looking at a few charities that I wanted to donate to, and I was hoping that would gather interest a little bit faster, but I think I'm going to have to cannibalize that. Well, if by the end of the month I'm not caught up, I'll have to cannibalize it for sure, and probably most of this roundup money, and just not use my debit card as much, or stop that system. Because right now I'm down $56. I guess I forgot that the extra love is I bought my wife some slippers she needed for the house because she just got diagnosed with, they assume it's plantar fasciitis. So they gave her some Aleve, and she asked me to buy some slippers or else she wouldn't be able to get them. She has to wear shoes around the house, and she hates that. So these slippers are the compromise. So far they're working all right. She hasn't had them too long, but she just hates wearing shoes, and even slippers is hit or miss around the house. They're more like Crocs, honestly. If you want a review, I thought they were going to be more soft and cushy. They're more Crocs with sole support. But my main overage for this week looks to be just that Xbox Live, which is every 6 months I pay for Game Pass. And the 2023 Roth is probably going to go multiple places come here in August, just because all the different expenses, and it's finally over for the wait time. For that one, I was doing $100 a month to get $100 by August. You had to keep all that money in there for a total of a year. Like $100 a month, you put it in, and then by a year, you should have $1,200, and all that should be in there to qualify for the $100. I put aside last month the extra $200 I was putting towards it, which looks like it's going to go over, but I ended up putting a little bit extra just to make sure I actually qualify for it. And that money is probably going to go to the moving costs to our new place. It's probably not going to go all to the Roth. So this is just the continuation of this journey of holding myself to account and keeping that cost lower to actually manage through YNAB the money that I have and not the money I think I have, which I'm still doing it a little bit since I went over 56.56, but I've cut out a lot of the stuff, all the fluff, and hoping it continues. My Paycheck 2 should pay for that, and if it's another $700, it'll apply for quite a bit. This is a lot of just rationalizing, I guess. I went over in money. I need to take it from somewhere, or else I'm waiting 2 weeks to just keep overspending. Well, looking through my budget, I think I'm just going to leave it here and just watch so that at the very least, the amount overspent doesn't go over $700 so that it is paid for with the next check. We are at the beginning of the month, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I believe there's a week after that second paycheck that I'll have to watch for. So this is my channel about being behind in your budget. I guess I'll just end this one short. I hope everyone continues to have fun and enjoy life. Even when money is tight, there's good to be found. So with all that said, this has been a bison's journey of making crumbs on the prairie, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.